Good evening, sir.
Okay, two hectic classes we have already done, so I don't want to take much of your time. Just let us relax, and today we'll discuss about our core subject, that is cost accountancy. Okay, so now you have already learned something about financial accounting. Some of you might have studied about cost accountancy in your graduations, or some of those who have completed the foundations, they might be knowing little about cost accountancy. But anyway, we will start afresh. If anybody has got any idea about what do we mean by okay, let us wait for 2 minutes. I think our class will start at 6. So, students, am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Two classes. How do you feel? Already two classes completed. Is the audio, video, and quality of transmission is okay?
Sir, it will be
Yes,
better
sir.
if you use some like a corner mic or something like that, so that the voice will be very good in terms of, because now it's
But
echoing a bit.
it is echoing.
सर एक कॉलर माइक लगा लेने से थोड़ा वॉइस ज़्यादा क्लियर रहेगा, क्योंकि अभी बीच-बीच में थोड़ा-थोड़ा इको होता है सर।
Acha, you mean to say color mic will be better?
यस सर।
We'll see, but that is this system is taking care of the sound. Uh, can try to see if we can develop that.
सर एक छोटा-सा लेपल आता है सर, 200-300 रुपीज़, छोटा-सा लेपल माइक आता है सर, कॉलर में लग जाता है वो।
I
वो सर
understand.
वो सिस्टम के साथ सर फिर थोड़ा ज़्यादा ईज़ी हो जाएगा।
But this mic, what we have given, that is having a good reception quality. This is a Logitech brand webcam which can take the sound properly. I think we see whether we can do something to control the echo. And see, this cost accountancy is one of the very important topic and one of the most easiest topic in your entire course. Whatever I teach you in this group, again same thing will be taught in your second group. Again same fundamentals will be used for teaching you in your final group. So your fundamentals, if you make stronger now itself, you will be able to do better and score better in this paper. This is a very scoring paper. There are some instances of students getting 100 out of 100 in this paper. And our chapter has got records. They got very good marks in this paper. So I am hopeful that students will not neglect this course, and this course will be very easy, and the problems in this paper, they are very easier than other problems of other chapters. Like as we progress, we may encounter with some practical problems, but I'm sure you can be solving all those problems with your common sense. No much maths are required. Just try to put your common understanding, and there are little basics which you should learn in costing, so that it will be a scoring paper for all of you. So if everybody have come, we will start the class. Okay, let me start with a presentation. So basically we are going to discuss about cost accounting, prime cost and overheads. So before we start discussing about cost accounting, we should know what is the background of this topic? If you have gone through your study materials, you might have seen this concept of cost accountancy started in the 15th century, that is specifically 1494. One accountant from Italy known as Luca Pacioli, he developed the double entry accounting. So whatever accountancy you are studying today, it was developed in the year 1494. Okay. So for a long time, people know accountancy means it is double entry accounting, that is the latest version of accountancy. But in the 17th and 18th century, some of the companies in France and Germany, they have developed the process called costing. How it developed, I tell you. Initially, like companies wanted to know the efficiency of their departments, so they put up a costing system to find out what is the cost of manpower, in what cost they are doing the jobs, and each department what is the cost. And it was very prominent in the 20th century when we got two world wars, like First World War and Second World War. That gave a requirement. Everybody could go behind to develop a system of costing. Why they went? Because everybody wanted to know whatever items they are going to procure, what is the real cost of those items. For example, during the World War time, everybody wanted more and more war weapons. So the countries which were manufacturing and selling the war weapons, they started doing monopoly. Like if the real cost is not known to the buyer cannot decide whether I am paying a right price or wrong price. So that is how they have started to do research about the cost, and exactly to know what is the cost of these equipments, everybody started doing research. So it started from the war weapons. Countries who want to procure the war weapons, they started finding and they negotiated with the countries, you have to supply with these weapons at your cost plus some percentage of profit. So for knowing that, they were supposed to know the cost. So this is how the background of the concept of cost. And in 1959, our Institute of Cost Accounts of India, today what we know as the Institute of Cost Accounts of India, earlier it was known as Institute of Cost and Works Accountants of India. It was formed in the year 1959. It was started the act in the Parliament, and Government of India has introduced the costing as a specialization profession to ascertain the cost and systematic way of studying and getting the cost was done from since then by the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. And I have put that cost audit was introduced by Government of India under Section 233B of Companies Act 1956. Now this act is not there, but under the Companies Act 1956 233B, cost audit was first time introduced by Government of India in the year 1968. Since then, the cost audit has already been introduced. This is a very background of how the costing has evolved in our country, and let us go into details. What is the meaning of cost? I have given in a very simple meaning the meaning of cost. Amount of expenditure, that is whatever I am sacrificing or I am spending, actual or notional, which is incurred or attributable to a given thing. Right? The amount of cost, amount of expenditure which I am sacrificing to get something. No, how to go out? Okay, so I just told you about cost. For example, I have this mobile phone. Okay, I purchased from the market this mobile phone by paying 10,000 rupees. Students, please watch and tell me what is the cost of this mobile phone. Anybody can tell me? This mobile phone I purchased from market by paying 10,000 rupees. So what is the cost of this mobile phone?
10,000.
10,000.
Yes, please.
10,000.
10,000 rupees. Anybody, any other answer?
So I think the price will be either more or either less.
I have told I purchased this mobile phone from the market by paying 10,000 rupees. So I'm not asking about price. I just asked what is the cost of this mobile phone.
So then there will be 10,000.
The
Yes?
cost
And
will be
Anybody?
10,000.
Cost?
10,000. Said that the mobile cost 10,000 for you, but the seller it may be less.
Exactly. So Sunanda has told that the cost for me is 10,000 rupees, but the cost of manufacturing may be less than this. Okay, so this is a very good answer. Cost whatever for me is I sacrifice 10,000 rupees to get this. For me, cost is 10,000 rupees, but the manufacturer sacrificed little less resource for manufacturing this. So maybe the cost of manufacturing the mobile may be less than this, because definitely he needs some profit to sell. So we expect he is making profit. So his cost of manufacturing may be little less than this. And in our course, we will find out exactly how much the manufacturer incurred for manufacturing the mobile phone. That is our job, to find out, to ascertain the cost. So two things are clear. Price is different thing and cost is a different thing. What I pay is the price, but what the manufacturer incurred is the cost. These two things you please always remember the difference between these two lines. Sometimes this is the cost for me when I incur 10,000 rupees. So for me it is 10,000 rupees is the cost, but for the manufacturer cost is little different. So just I have stopped presentation to tell you this example. Uh-huh.
Sir, I can't hear you.
Sir, you're muted. Your mic is muted. Your mic is muted, sir.
Oh, sorry. Why? Okay, now my mic is okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, sorry. Sometimes it is having some problem. Can share your screen. This is. Now you can see the screen. Students, you can listen to me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
great. Are you able to see the screen?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we were telling about the meaning of cost. Now, after knowing what is cost, let us understand what is costing. Okay. After telling you about cost, let me share you what is costing. What is costing? Costing is the techniques and processes of ascertaining cost. Very simple way you can write down the definition given by the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, SIMA, London. Very simple definition. The techniques and the processes of ascertaining cost are known as costing. First, we understand cost. See, first we understand cost. Now, costing is the process of the techniques and process of ascertaining cost. This is known as costing. Students, this is simple for you. The techniques and the processes of ascertaining cost is known as costing. This is the definition given by SIMA, London. SIMA means the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, London. They are an equivalent body like our Institute of Cost Accountants of India. Similarly, SIMA, London, they have defined costing as the techniques and processes of ascertaining cost is costing. Okay. After knowing cost and costing, we shall discuss about cost accounting. What do you mean by cost accounting? See, again the cost accounting is a process of accounting for ascertaining the cost. Here we see the techniques and processes of ascertaining the cost, but here is the process for ascertaining the cost. To undo. cost accounting starts with this cost accounting. It starts with a recording of income and expenditure. This is the first step. First, we are recording. How the recording takes place? Whenever we are doing any expenditure, we are recording the income and expenditure. In your financial account, all costs are recorded. Like you are paying salary, you are paying wages, you are paying your other expenditures like rent, electricity, all expenditures we have to record. Then we will end with preparation of reports. Different types of report we prepare in course of our cost accounting, and so the process of cost accounting starts with recording of income and expenditure and ends with preparation of reports. We will study in details in our next classes what are the ways of recording and what are the reports we are preparing. Okay, so this is about cost accounting. Next we will know about cost accountancy. Cost accountancy, this is an application of costing and cost accounting. See, when I am using the method of costing, that means costing plus cost accounting. These two if I add together, I do cost accountancy. So if you see, we had cost, then we had costing, then we had cost accounting, then everything this plus this become cost accountancy. So cost accountancy and cost accounting, even though they look similar, but cost accounting is a bigger concept. This is costing plus cost accountancy. These two, if I add, it becomes these two. If I add, these two, if I add, it becomes cost accounting, cost accountancy. Costing plus cost accounting, if I add together, it becomes cost accountancy. So inner circle is cost, then costing, then cost accounting, then cost accountancy. So ultimately we are going to study cost accountancy. That cost accountancy covers all the concepts of cost, costing, cost accounting, and becomes cost accountancy. So what is cost accountancy? Cost accountancy is an application of costing and cost accounting. This is done for control and ascertainment of profitability. The main purpose of studying cost accountancy is to find out our control and find out the profitability, ascertainment of profitability. One organization will do cost accountancy for the purpose of cost control and ascertainment of profit. Because for any business, why I do business is I need profit. I need profit. Without profit, my business is nothing. So the very purpose is that, like I do business, like my aim is to make profit. How I do make profit? How do I get profit? Like cost of production then profit, then sales. This plus this will be sales. If I reduce the cost of production, my profit will increase. That is why I have to reduce my cost control. Then profit will go up. The moment the cost is reduced, profit will go up. That is why it is very essential for us to study cost accountancy. Lastly, cost accountancy is a science. Science you all studied. Science means it is a systematic body of knowledge. It is an art. Art requires skill. So for doing cost accountancy, you also need little bit skill. And you need practice. Very importantly, one need very continuous practice. Like this year you do a costing system, you find next year you want to do some refinement, and you are continuous process. This continuous process is practice. Like every day if you do a sports every day, you will be perfect sportsman in that game. Similarly, in course of costing also, if we are doing a practice like practice of cost control, then ultimately we can reduce the cost. Continuously we have to do practice. So let us discuss about how the cost accounting differs from financial accounting. Can you see the board, students?
Yes, sir.
No, sir. Yes,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir. Why? Now you can see I have made it big. Who is not able to see the board? Please pin the presentation so that you will see it on your mobile. Pin it. प्रॉब्लम है.
Sir, not able to see.
See.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Something. Okay. We were discussing about cost accountancy and financial accountancy. I will tell you about how the financial accounting and cost accounting differs. First point is the purpose. Why we prepare these reports? Cost accounts are prepared, as I told you, it is giving information about costing and control aspects to the management. Very important that cost accounts records are maintained for the purpose of giving cost information to management. This is the very purpose. Management wants to know what is the cost, so we are preparing the cost reports. But in financial accounts you have studied, we prepare profit and loss and balance sheet. Why we prepare? They are required by the owners and shareholders, because owners they want to know how much is the profit or how much is the loss. So they are asking us to prepare the financial records. But owners are not asking for cost records. Cost records are asked by the management who are running the company, because day in day out they are doing their hard efforts to bring down the cost, and to increase the profit. So they want information about operational aspects, cost reduction aspects. So all these things, the very purpose is we prepare the cost records for the purpose of giving information to management, whereas we prepare the financial accounts for owners and shareholders. This is clear? You will be given to know the differences. This is the first point. Second point is that, yes, anybody is talking anything? Why, whether it is statutory to prepare financial records like balance sheet and profit and loss account, they are prepared as per legal requirements. You have to prepare. If you are registering under a Companies Act, you are a company, you must have to prepare the profit and loss account and balance sheet. But in case of cost accounts, only specified industries, we will study in details what are those things. Only specified industries, they require to maintain the cost accounts. Otherwise, all other companies, it is voluntary. Okay, just to note down, it is mandatory to prepare the profit and loss account as per the Companies Act, but it is not mandatory for all the companies to prepare the cost records, cost accounts. Now, third point is analysis of cost and profit. Like your profit and loss account. See here, FNMA, you will get profit and loss account. Profit and loss account reveals whether profit or loss of a business as a whole for a particular period. Like our Oil India. Oil India will declare their profits every quarterly. So the profit and loss account of Oil India will say whether Oil India made a profit or loss for a particular period. Period means it can be quarter, it can be half yearly, it can be annually. We know only the profit and loss figures. But in cost accounts, we will show the detailed cost and profit data for each product line, process, department, etc. See here, we are taking business as a whole, but here we are taking suppose a company is making 4 products. Company is manufacturing 4 products. Each product, like company making shirts, t-shirts, then jeans, then pants. This company is manufacturing 4 products. So each product wise, what is my profit? I am showing in my cost reports. Each product wise, what is my cost? I am showing in my cost reports. But in case of financial records, I did not have to maintain the profit and loss account product wise. I am only maintaining business as a whole. Company made this much of profit. Suppose Oil India made, suppose 400 crores profit. I can only know 400 crores profit. But Oil India has got 4 products like oil, gas, transportation, and another product, condensate. So in costing records, I can find out how much profit for gas, how much profit for oil, how much profit on transportation, and how much profit on condensate. I am getting product wise. But in financial records, I get only as a whole. That is the difference. Okay. Now coming to 4th point is periodic periodicity of preparation. Financial records are prepared periodically, that is quarterly, annual. Okay. But in cost records, they are prepared continuous process. Like every day some cost data will be coming. Every day some cost. Today's what is the cost of production? Tomorrow what is the cost of production? Last month what was the cost of production? So I am making a continuous process, and this can be daily, weekly, hourly, or sometimes it is hourly also. Every hour or every batch, every day, every week, what is my production? What is my cost of production? I am maintaining everything on a daily basis, or on a weekly basis, or on a monthly basis. So periodicity of reporting will be different in financial accounts and cost accounts. Am I clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good. So next point of difference is control aspect. Control, you see here, in financial recording, there is no emphasis on control. They only say either profit or loss, but they cannot say how to reduce the cost. So there is no emphasis on recording of financial transactions and not on control. But here in cost records, this provides a detailed system of control with techniques. Like we will study in details how we can control the cost, like standard costing, budgetary control, inventory control, ABC analysis. So many techniques we are using. Our main purpose is how to put a control on the total cost. But in financial accounts, they are mostly on a historical recording purpose. We are not, main aspect is not to control. Main aspect is only on recording. You record the transactions properly. That is the main aspect. But here we record for the purpose of control. Okay. Now again, this is also one more important point. Historical. Always financial records are historical in nature. Only once the expenditure is done, we are recording it. But here, this may be historical, but predetermined cost. What is predetermined? In advance, I am telling this should be the cost. Like for example, standards are fixed. Budget. Like I am going to produce. Before production, I have told production cost should not exceed 10 rupees per unit. That means I have set up a standard. My standard is 10 rupees per unit. That is a predetermined cost. Okay. Here it can be historical or it can be predetermined, but here it is always historical. Only when the transaction is happening, you can record that. Before happening, you cannot record anything. But here I record, it should be only 10 rupees. So I am in advance deciding what should be the cost. I am making a budget, estimate, which are always planned in advance. But here in financial record, no budget. Whatever happened, only that only you record. Okay. Another point I am telling is for forms. There is a definite form for balance sheet, profit and loss account, and company cash flow as per the Companies Act. So one cannot change the formats, but here they are tailor-made. What is tailor-made? Like if somebody is very fat, he cannot buy a standard sack from the market. He will go to the tailor, give the measurement, and prepare the sack as per their choice. Similarly, every management will require information as per their choice. That's why it is called tailor-made. Tailor means, you know, darji. Darji banata hai aapke liye. If you are a thin person, you may not be, your market may not get you a particular dress material for you. You have to go to the tailor stitch it as per your requirement. So here, as per the requirement of the management, the reports are prepared or the information is collected based on the need of the management. This is very important. And what are the types of transactions? Like these records, only external records like sales, purchases, etc. with outside parties. Whatever transaction, like I made sales, I made purchases, I paid rent to somebody, I paid electricity charges to somebody. Only those expenses, those transactions are recorded in financial accounts. But in cost records, along with those things, I am also recording internal documents like issue to stores, consumed by production departments, consumed by service departments. So inter-movement of goods also are very important here for my cost purpose. So not only external but also internal issues are recorded. Okay. So these are the broad differences between cost and financial records. Why I shown you directly here, because through this you can know exactly what are the functions of cost accounts and what are the functions of financial accounts. It will give you a broad idea. Okay. Students, can we go ahead?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can note down whatever we discuss. You can note down in your notes so that yes. See, another important aspect I want to tell you, all of you. You must have heard about cost units. What is cost unit? This is unit of production or service in relation to which costs are ascertained. Like I am telling you one example. This mobile phone I was telling you. Like mobile phone. This is one cost unit. Because I am able to find out the price in relation or the cost in relation to one unit. Here unit is the mobile phone. Up to which level you can ascertain the cost, the unit of product or service in relation to which costs are ascertained are known as the cost units. For example, this chair, manufacturer has got several chairs. So he can find out what is the cost per chair. So this chair will be nothing but a cost unit. So cost unit is the unit of a product or service in relation to which costs are ascertained. Very simple meaning it is. If you want to ascertain the cost, you have to ascertain the cost per unit. We can have several examples of cost unit. For example, like we are in petroleum industry, Oil India produces petroleum. So there you will be seeing in America, the price is per barrel. One barrel, how much is the cost of production or how much is the cost of sales? So this barrel is the unit. Otherwise also you can say ton or per liter. Like when you buy petrol from a petrol pump, you do not pay for barrel, you pay for 1 liter. Give me 1 liter of petrol. When you say 1 liter petrol, you know 1 liter petrol is 95 rupees. Suppose that means cost can be find out. You cannot say give me 1 milliliter of petrol. It is not possible. So this is not a cost unit. But if it is a very costly product, you say give me 1 gram of gold. So this can be also a cost unit. In gold can be found out per gram. or per 10 gram, but petrol can be found per liter. So units are designed in such a manner that for which I can ascertain the cost. Like if a gold manufacturer company, they can find out what is the cost per gram of gold, then gram will be also a cost unit. These are some examples. In cement, sugar, steel industry, unit cost is per ton. Chemicals, it can be ton, kilogram, liter, gallon, etc. Bricks can be in 100 numbers or in 500 numbers. Soft drink, generally you see cold drinks like Coca-Cola, Thumbs Up, you find they come in a crate of 24 bottles or 12 bottles. So that crate is the unit of product as far as the company is concerned. Similarly, hospital or nursing home, bed per day or bed per patient per day. Paper, it may be in ream or it may be like we say dista, or it can be in hundreds. Hotel room rent per day, like you go to a Oyo hotel, you ask what is the price per day, room rent per day. So this is the unit of cost. There if you say hotel, what is the price? He say 2000 rupees. You assume that this is 2000 rupees per night. That is per day. Similarly, like we collect fees per student. Per student you have to pay. This is the student per inter fee you have to pay 5,775. So we say fees per student. So these are only few examples in your study materials. You have many examples. Please go through your study materials, and I'm sure all those things if you study, it will be very interesting for all of you. I will tell you something about what do you mean by cost center? Anybody has any idea about this cost center? Can anybody tell me in a simple language what is cost center? Again, I am referring to Sima. Yes, somebody is telling.
Department.
Department, very good. Then any other answers? Yeah, come on, anybody, anything you can tell, nothing to worry. It may be wrong, it may be right, just let me know if some answers are coming.
An organization where cost may be charged.
Organizational cost. Okay, anything else? Okay, let me come to the topic straight away. See, when I say about cost center, see, this signifies the center on which I am loading the cost. So now I have to know what is those centers. As per SEMA London, you can note down the definition of cost center. As per SEMA London, a cost center is a location A cost center is a location, person, or an item of equipment. ये और a group of them. देखिए cost center can be a location, it can be a location, or can be a person, or an item of equipment, or a group of equipment. In or connected with an undertaking. That means a location, a person, or an item, or a group of items, they are connected with an undertaking. Okay. In relation to which, how to get a different color? Yes. Which near oh, okay, नहीं क्या? In relation to which cost are ascertained. Very simple. That means it can be a location, it can be a person, or any item of equipment or group of them in relation to which costs are ascertained. So this is the definition given by Seema. This is a complete definition. If we understand, just let us now apply your answers. Somebody told it is a department. Yes, it can be a group of person or a location. It can be like a machine. Like if I am doing a mining company, I have drilling machines. Suppose drilling machine. I have some product, like I have some, like my service departments, production departments. These are the departments. I can ascertain the cost of each department. When I am able to ascertain, these all are known as cost centers. So cost center is a location, person, or an item of equipment, or a group of them in or connected with an undertaking in relation to which costs are ascertained. And but why we ascertain? Not only ascertain and used for cost control. That means the basic purpose of cost center is that cost control. For the purpose of cost control, like I tell you, Oil India, it has got 100 departments, and department cost is 500 crores. Management wants to control the cost of all the 100 departments. It is not possible to control unless and otherwise I make all departments, like suppose drilling department, then your transportation department, then finance department. I am calling them each cost centers for the purpose of cost control. I can easily control one department instead of controlling as a whole. So this is the very purpose of making cost center, is that I am using this segregation or the division for cost ascertaining on them and cost controlling on them. So a cost center can be a machine, can be a location, can be a person, or can be a group of machines in relation to which costs are ascertained for the purpose of cost control. You can write this much. If you get what is cost center, you can write like this. Students?
Yes, sir.
So I tell you, this cost center, what we have discussed from the above, it can be two types. One is personnel and is impersonal. Personal and impersonal. What is personal? As we have discussed, it can be a group, it can be a person or a group of person. Like the production manager. Production manager is a very important person of the company. So company is adding on all costs spent for this production manager. His salary, his tours, his housing, his vehicle, his other costs. All things are loaded to this production manager to find out what is his cost. So he is also known as a cost center. When I am able to ascertain the cost for this production manager or a group of, like a group of person means a department. A department will be known as a group of person. So if I am able to do that, satisfy the criteria of a cost center. And what is impersonal other than person? What it can be? It can be equipment, right? Or a group of equipment. It can be a product. It can be a product line, or it can be factory setup, like Delhi branch, Mumbai branch. If I am able to find out the cost for Delhi branch and Mumbai branch separately, then I will be considering them as a cost centers. Okay, students, any doubt in cost center you can ask me, because we are going to study in detail on our understanding about cost center in future classes. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Yes. So I am not taking much of your time today. Whatever I have told you, I have covered the introduction chapter, and certain things I have not told you. Please study them in detail, and I am going to ask you questions in the next class about the first chapter. First chapter, I have given you whatever concepts I have given you. Please go to home, and of course you are at your home only. I have to go home. So because you go to your After your classes, you will be refresh study again. Whatever 3 classes we taught today. Today, in fact, this is the beginning of the day, so we have not given you heavy load. But whatever has been taught, you should go and read. Susri, Sangeeta, are you there? Did you understand what I told? Okay. Please meet if you have completed your speech. And Pratikya, okay? Mayuri, Akanksha, everybody
Yes,
okay?
sir. Yes, sir.
Gaurav?
Yes, sir.
So tomorrow we will again continue from where I have left. And thank you everybody for your kind hearing for the last 3 hours. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Please continue your studies and see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you,
good
sir.
night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.